Auto companies will be declaring their monthly sales figures for the month of February. Here's the compilation of the 18-hour expectations. February wholesales are expected to grow on a year-on-year basis on a low base for all of the segments excluding the three-wheeler space. Led by new launches as well as sustained urban demand recovery, passenger vehicles too is expected to see continued healthy demand. Wholesales are expected to grow for replenishing abnormally low inventory for the passenger vehicle space as well as the tractor space. Channel checks indicate continued demand in the commercial vehicles led by replacement as well as new fleet additions. Demand for entry-level two-wheelers remain quite subdued, with the premium segment seeing a certain amount of recovery. Motilal Oswal, especially on the two-wheeler space, says that the premium segment is doing relatively better than the entry-level and executive segment. In fact, what they're saying is that the company is giving higher discounts in the entry and executive segment given the fact that demand here has been subdued. One of the reasons for this has been the fact that the demand has been impacted by delayed wedding season. Wedding season in February 2021 was just for 1 day versus close to 10 days in February 2020. March doesn't have a single auspicious day versus almost 6 auspicious days last year again, so you could see certain cuts coming in there as well. Royal Enfield's waiting period has fallen to 1 to 2 weeks for Classic as well as the Bullet, while it is almost 8 to 12 weeks for the Meteor. Now, talking about companies, Maruti Suzuki expected to see year-on-year growth of 3%, close to 1.52 lakh units. Mahindra & Mahindra's auto space is expected to deliver 34,350 units, while the farm space is expected to deliver close to 30,500 units. Escorts farm or the tractor vehicle space expected to deliver close to 10,150 units. Now remember, the entire Mahindra & Mahindra auto tractor space as well as Escorts tractor space. A couple of things to watch out for. Number one, the kind of growth, commentary here has been very strong throughout 2020. And when you're talking about market share, Escorts has been steadily gaining market share at the expense of competition. Tata Motors passenger vehicles expected to almost double on a year-on-year basis, and the commercial vehicle space is expected to grow almost 31%. Eicher, the commercial vehicle space, expected to grow almost 19%, while Ashok Leyland, remember, lot of buzz around Ashok Leyland given the scrappage policy. This is again something that you're talking about in terms of coming in close to 14,000 units. Hero Motor expected to see growth of 10%. TVS Motor expected to see growth of 12%, Royal Enfield of Eicher expected to see growth of 8%, Bajaj Auto expected to see growth of 15%. Now the two-wheeler space will be in focus. It will be interesting to see whether the entry and executive level segment sales, as per what we understand, has been slightly muted. The premium segment is doing well, but however, given the fact that the number of wedding days and the number of auspicious days in March and February this year is lower, year on year you might see a bit of a dip.